All right, hey guys, here we are, hole 3. And what I recommend for this one, maybe, a marlin or a navigator, depends on how much wind resistance you want to try to get. So since I want a little bit more wind resistance, chance for a hole for an albatross here, I'm going to go with a navigator. It'll give me about an extra ½ mile per hour less, increasing the likelihood that I can make the shot. Similarly, you're going to see this guide. I have just a QB here. Doesn't matter what level it is, as long as you have 2 or 3 top spin. That's all you really need. I'm going to use 4, but you don't need 4. You only need 2 or 3. And I'm going to play about 3 rings. So, be looking at this blue ring is kind of up where it's going to land, or this blue or white ring. Just make sure you don't add power. So that's why I'm going to put it out to the side and not add the power. However, I do get the great ball. I'm still a little early on my timing. Jesus. All right, so that's basically an unforced error. You can see a 2-ring great ball. I'm still obviously way too fast because the needle speed is all over the place. So just disregard that one. I'm assuming, you guys, if you're playing rookie, you're going to be, well versed with the timing. But me coming back into this tour, I just am way too fast on my needle on these on these driver shots. It's the second straight one that I did that. I did the same thing on hole 1, just way early with the timing because the needle's just going so slow. I'm not used to it. So, I have no intentions of playing rookie, and I'm just, kind of going off a feel as opposed to watching the needle. So let's do it again. As I mentioned, 3 rings down, it's going to land here. What mine was is it was a 2-ring great ball, so it landed right here. And I'm using this pointer to kind of show you what happened. So since I hit a 2-ring great ball, that's where it went. So all you'll need to do is not jump the gun. And, that time I actually watched the needle. You can see where it lands. It lands pretty good. And with all that curl that I put on it, you can see that it just comes over here towards the right-hand side. No real issue. So it's not a big deal. As I mentioned, I'm not going to be qualifying today anyway. And this is plenty enough to get in range. You can see my opponent here has Sniper 9. I also have a Sniper 9. Keep in mind, it doesn't matter if you have Sniper. It doesn't matter if you have Viper. Just copy my spin. So, everything that I do with my ring adjustment, yours would just change. So let's say, for example, you're watching this guide and you have Viper, for instance. Well, that's probably 1.9 per ring. My Sniper is 1.0 per ring. So if I go 3 rings, you'll only go a ring and a half. And that's more or less, the difference between the 2 shots. Similarly with Guardian, you can use Guardian. But I would assume most players probably may have Viper. The only difference is you'll have to use the first and second bounce because you won't have all the rollout that you can see on my ball guide. However, it doesn't change anything. If you position your ball guide very similarly to mine, on these second and third bounces, it's going to roll out identical to what you see mine doing. So, just copy that spin. That's about 4 bars. It's a very nice controlled shot that I like to do here. You see that I have it right on the edge of the cup here. And I'm going to go 1 per ring. So we're at about 3.5, 4 rings here. Perfect ball. Looks like just a little bit too many rings. So almost able to get it, but not quite. So you'll see that'll be very straightforward, easy opportunity for you. No reason you can't, get the albatross on this hole. So, good luck there, guys. And I'll see you guys for hole number 4 coming up.